as well. Vision and information will be always on the side of Falcons if they're the one going in first.
As Ame returns to claim his throne, an uncrowned king against a king already crowned. You could not ask for a better storyline going into this immaculate TI.
That's right. There is so much history that goes into the International. And a large part of that old history, some of you might remember, was that balance of power. It was China versus the world. Every odd year, an international team would win. Every even year, a Chinese team would win. For 7 years, this was true, until Ame and LGD fell to OG at TI8.
History was written, and once more we return to write history in the stars. Can XG make the miracle happen? Can they make this tough road through the lower bracket, return to a finals, a third appearance for some of these players? They have consistently fallen. These snaps and hoodwinks want to play with the offlaner. They want to get aggressive. They want to use the early spell power to build momentum. Earn charge is already online for Jin-Q. Super strong right now.
Lots of damage. Jin-Q stepping a bit too far forward, trying to pressure Skeeter, takes a lot of damage. They even threw the blood grenade at him, but they couldn't go for the kill. While Amar goes down, they trade out cores. Xnova, can he beat down Snaking? One more hit, he's got it. A 2-for-1 special, and the action returns at the top lane, as this time it's Crit who can get him.
Nice enchant for the Dispel and the Overpower. Ame trying to hold it, Snaking holds longer.
And of course, anybody who shows up in the top lane is going to die. It's just a matter of time. Crit's not dead yet. And now with the Ember Spirit here, looks like the Mars in big trouble, and Jin-Q was not able to chase after Crit. It's going to be XXS to fall instead as Falcons bring 4 up the top. They
rarely give up really bad core deaths. I mean, the games that are spiraling are going to spiral for anybody, but I feel like they just don't feed in poor places. It's usually getting lanes super deep. Xnova, he's...
okay, the Croaker. Yeah, Snaking had that well in control. There was no problem there whatsoever.
That's that Mage Slayer online for the Ember, so time to get aggressive. Follow Malrine, let him bring these supports back into the game in a really nice position. Look,
Malrine does find another one. Slight chains, kisses. And XXS is biding his time, waiting for Malrine to show, but the kisses give too much information.
Blink, instant smoke. Falcons are going to look to do what XG just wanted to.
XXS is thinking about striking first, though, and he managed to get the pin. No Yules required. They just blew him up, and the Rolling Thunder will come too late to save the Ember Spirit. But maybe Skeeter, you can see him. He's holding off right now, waiting for his initiation. When's he going to make his blink? They got the arena onto the 2 supports. Now he jumps in right into the Mars. He went in for the offlaner, but now he's surrounded by heroes, and he'll be blown up by Ame. Ame, too, was patient, and he waited for his counterpart in Falcons. He waited for Skeeter.
Beautiful patience from Ame on the side of the fight. He waits for the Sven jump off that fight. Could be super pivotal at locking down these mobile cores here.
Smoke breaks on XXS. XXS not going to blink forward. Doesn't want to go in blind. Now spots Snaking, and he'll just pin him. See if they can blow him up with the break. It'll make it a little bit easier, but the heals, man. They can't even burst him down. They just used so many spells and didn't claim the 5 position. They will back out. A good stomp, though, and a pin off of it. They're going to jump in. Ame goes for the kill, and they got him. Amar does what he can, but again, the Rolling Thunder is just not enough to save the life of his buddy. He's got the Yules to defend. XXS trying to stop these kisses. A blink away, and he does manage to prevent any losses there. Falcons, they'll retreat as 4.
The vision's so important. You lost all these wards, whereas XG, they have that ET to do a little scouting.
I mean, at this rate, we're going to get 2 or 3 more items on these carries before we actually get a fight around the Roshan pit.
Nobody wants to man up for it first. You get caught in that pit, it's absolute destruction.
Malrine found, not pinned. Roll up will stop him, and he dodges away from the stomp. XXS has to use a defensive BKB. Double ults from Falcons for a BKB on XXS. We'll see how well he scales into that point compared to the Queen of the Pain, who's currently XM just about to finish up BKB. That is an aggressive blink. He got a Yules off, though, on the Sven. That delay will not be enough. Too much burst damage coming in from the side. Oh! The Counter Splitter stops Skeeter. Does Xtreme realize this? They certainly do. A BKB, keep him inside the arena. The Skeeter, he's stuck. Ame will come collect the kill that his team served up on a platter, all because of Xnova. But what do you do with this pickoff?
What do Falcons try and do here? They're looking on this ward. They have Daedalus on Skeeter.
XXS still has BKB, but they got the shot on him, and from behind, a big crit from Skeeter takes out XXS. The Sonic Wave on 3, Yule's up in the air for crit. Skeeter makes a run for it with his BKB, but XM will still pounce on both supports, trying to slow them down, hoping that they can at least get one of them here. Snaking pulled back in, and finally Ame shows up to the fight to claim Snaking's head. He'll get one out of this. Under knowing there could just be a Sven that one-shots you, but he refuses to do it.
He knows Ame has his back on that counterplay. He knows if Skeeter jumps, he will pay a big price there.
And have damage for his Sven. Maybe they get the Roshan, but Falcons, I think they still want to force this fight. They're going to try. Malrine, he just throws straight in, Sight Device on him. Here comes that spear, but the Sven with the amp damage, where is he? He isn't able to get there in time, and now he's been hit by the Yules. He gets the grab onto the Queen of Pain. XF gets off the Aegis! Keeps himself alive, and he blinks away from Skeeter. The initiation has gone all wrong, and now begins the fight. It doesn't fight for long. Ame and his claws will rip through the Sven armor. They'll find another with XXS, a pin against the wall, and Amar, he'll fall as well.
Beautiful kiting from XG. The control on the Sven, stalling up his jump to follow that Ember Spirit.
Well, he said luxury items were coming in. They're here for a couple more heroes. XM with the Shivas. The Sight Device on the Hoodwink, which is not required for yet another Enchantress kill. No problems killing her now that Ame is playing in the front line. Skeeter's going to make his jump. Gets off the in-range on Ame. Skeeter got that much out of him. But you got that. But you still want to be able to play with the God Strike, but they jump in anyway. Skeeter, he wanted a fight, but he didn't think it was going to start that way with him dead and gone. And what are you going to do now? It's up to Malrine and Amar. They're going to have to pull through this fight for you. You buy back on the Sven, but he won't have the God Strength. They're kiting around Ame as best as possible right now. XM, Yules, he dodges out the Stormhammer, and he's going to have a blink up in a second. He still has his BKB. A nice pin from the low ground from XXS. A buyback's being used from Falcons from all these heroes, but they've got nothing for it. They killed a Hoodwink at best. They took out Roadkill, and that's all.
Bear is just too much of a menace right now. You need more sustain, you need more damage. There's another great shard for XG to pick up. I don't think I've seen a spear miss outside of maybe the one top on that open arena. Just hit every single one. There's another Aeon Disc for this Sven to deal with. No nullifier in sight.
Level 25 on XXS, 180 HP regen inside the Arena of Blood. But if they can take him out of the equation right away, no, an Aeon Disc! Where is he going to throw out this arena? He's waiting out the BKBs. He knows Skeeter's going to expire soon, and now he's got it. First the sight, then the spear, then the damage that Ame brings to the table.
A dieback on the Sven. Falcons crumbling. No answer for Ame and his jump.
XXS doing his best, even an Outworld staff there. Double daggers to slow him down. Ame still finding more. He first catches Snaking. No buybacks there. He chases after crit. Another hero to fall on the side of Falcons. Double cookies where they can. And they're chasing after the Ember Spirit on the same side.
Supports are just killing him.
Supports taking out the Ember Spirit. Needed.
Backdoor should come up here.
Glyph goes up.
This will guarantee it. Amar with some nice moves on this mid lane. Stalls for the other heroes to come back up.
Can Xtreme Gaming get through the backdoor protection, though? They're going to try. A Sight Device. Oh, they got the Invisible Blade initiation on Malrine. And Malrine dead for 2 minutes. Maybe it doesn't matter how much time you buy Ame. He seems to be eternal at this point in time. 11, 1, and 10. He will stand here as long as it is needed to finish out this game. This is going to be Megas. Try and get something out of it.
Gotta go.
Even a BKB. There goes the Rolling Thunder. There goes the Enraged with a BKB turnaround. Skeeter, he's got to run, but he's pushed back in by the Sonic Wave into the claws of the bear. He will be pulverized. A hit in for the Rolling Thunder, but XM, he's still an Aeon Disc to be able to work with. A shot coming in. Shin Q, not even required. Ame is all the damage you need at this point for Xtreme Gaming to close out the game, and they will take the lead in the series of the TI Finals.
A confident Game 1 victory, to say the least. These guys were feeling themselves. Felt like that entire game, even in that laning phase.